Hello, my name is Taylor Gordon. I'm a solutions architect.
And I'm Jason Hicks, also a solution architect.
Today, we will be conducting an interoperability demonstration utilizing REDCOM Sigma's XRI-400. The XRI-400 is our flagship product that allows us to connect disparate devices, whether it's a SIP device or an RF device. Behind me, I have our Sigma client for Windows, which is a soft client that you can load onto an Android or Windows device. The XRI-400, which is acting as the server that hosts the Sigma software. A Motorola Black radio that is a digital waveform. Our L3 Harris Green Gear radio that is an analog waveform. And our Trellisware TW950 Shadow hosting the TSM waveform.
And on the right side here, we have our distant outstation radios that link with our donated radios connected to the XRI. And we also have our Android smart device hosting the Sigma client for Android and a Polycom SIP desk phone that we'll also be using for communications.
In our first demonstration, we will place a call from Sigma client for Windows to our Green Gear radio. Utilizing the Sigma client for Windows, we can dial the number that we assigned in Sigma for the radio port. Doing so, you will hear a tone. And with that tone, the radio operator now knows that they are connected to a phone call. I can utilize Sigma client for Windows built-in push-to-talk button with the click and latch, or with the PTT button on the space bar. Radio check. Radio check.
And I'll push traffic the other direction. Radio check.
Radio check. And we can end that call in the Sigma client for Windows, or utilizing an inactivity timer on the device itself.
Similarly, we can initiate the call in the other direction, going from our RF Green Gear radio here to our Polycom desk phone. By performing 3 bursts of PTT, Sigma recognizes the triple squelch break, so it initiates a call to a pre-configured routing address on Sigma. So if we go 1, 2, 3, see our Polycom phone is now ringing. And they're connected in the call. We'll do a radio check. And you notice how the Polycom isn't running over the radio's transmission right now. So we have it customized on Sigma. So 2 DTMF tone is assert PTT. Radio check. And 3 is used to deassert that PTT function to mimic that half duplex environment that RF radios often use.
For our next demonstration, we're going to showcase Sigma's Blast Conference feature utilizing the 3-click method. A blast conference can be used in a critical emergency response team situation where you need multiple users to be alerted all at the same time. A radio operator may only have a radio to their disposal, and utilizing this 3-click can be beneficial to their use case. 1, 2, 3. And with that, I have now placed a call to all the devices behind me here.
You are now joining the conference.
Now that all of our devices have connected, I can now push to talk to all of our disparate endpoints. Radio check.
Similarly, since it's also in the conference, we can use our Sigma client for Android and its software-defined PTT button to push traffic into the same conference. Audio check.
Moving forward, we're going to utilize Sigma's command and control console to display how we can connect the disparate waveforms on our radios. I have the TSM waveform here, which we integrated with the API to utilize a single multi-net bridge to connect to the up to 32 talk groups. I'm currently on talk group channel 1. Radio check. And traditionally, you would need to change the station on both the outstation radio as well as your base station. But utilizing the API, we can access the up to 32 talk groups, 16 simultaneously. And now that I'm on channel 2, radio check. And I'm still connected.
On the command and control console, the endpoints associated connections are completely persistent, It only takes the XRI-400, if it were to lose power completely, 30 to 45 seconds to reboot, and comms are automatically reestablished on this console. As you can see, the XRI and Sigma's capabilities are very powerful. However, the Sigma software is hardware and hypervisor agnostic, so you can install it bare metal on a machine or on a virtual machine if you wish.
And if you need the XRI-400's VoIP capability in a different flavor, we offer the XRI family of products where we can fit into a class or Packstar ecosystem, as well as we offer an expansion module and a PCIe card to fit your environment. Thank you for joining us today for our demonstration on the interoperability of REDCOM Sigma's XRI-400.
If you're interested or just curious on the XRI or Sigma software, feel free to reach out to our team for more information.